We're at Wildwood Park where tonight the Sheboygan A's open up their 2026 season with a game against the Two Rivers Polar Bears. Hello everybody, alongside Lucas Schulze, I'm Mike Martin. We're going to be bringing you tonight's game. The A's will be starting Eric Schmitz. Schmitty, quite a player with the A's over the years. I think he's notch for Hall of Fame recognition when he retires. Had a little bit of an off season last year. Finished with 3 wins, 4 losses, and a save. ERA was up there a little bit. We're not accustomed to him coming in with a 3.62 ERA, but I'm sure he'll be fine tonight against these Polar Bears. By the way, overall, Sheboygan is 34-8 against the Polar Bears. Lucas, what do you have for us?
The thing about Schmitz, I mean, the start of the year last year, he was really solid. He had his ERA well under 2, and then as the season went on, a little bit more wear and tear. It started to go up a little bit, but I mean, 3.6 ERA, we're talking about being a bad statistic for him. I mean, that's just crazy. That's a really respectable number. It just shows how dominant he's been his time at Sheboygan.
Defensively for Sheboygan, they have out in left field Nick Tenney. In center field is Alex Ames. Over in right is Chase Hanselman. Round the infield, Harry Steltz at first. Newcomer, new guy to the team, George Haas is at second. Jacob Neese is at third, and Riley Palmquist was, I think he might have been considered MVP of the playoffs last year with his defense. Catching is Cal Casper, starting his second season with Sheboygan, and Eric Schmitz on the mound.
Yeah,
leading. Go ahead.
And the start Timberwolves Polar Bears is Caden Stansel leading it off. He's at shortstop. Dakota Belinsky is in center field. He's in second. Caden Helmer's in third. He's behind the plate. Levi Mills, the starting pitcher, is hitting cleanup. Evander Coomer is in left. He's right, and he's in sixth. Noah Lukasik is first base. He is in the 7 hole, and then Justin Bonen's in 8th, and then rounding out it's AJ Lorigan, and he is the second baseman tonight.
Stansel up to bat right now. He's a Manitowoc Lutheran grad. He hit .226 last year with the Polar Bears.
I graduated from there in 2024.
That strike makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, last year this Polar Bears team, they didn't find a whole ton of success in the Shoreland League. They went just 1-11 and gave up 127 runs in those 12 games and only scored 35.
Game time temperature is 58 degrees. Our umpires tonight, Kevin Vincent is behind home plate, and Steve Walsh is on the bases.
And tonight, I feel like we'll see a lot of substitutes, especially come the second, third inning, maybe 1 at bat for each of the starters. I mean, I don't expect to see Harry in this game in the 6th or 7th inning.
Pitch just off the outside corner, and Stansel draws a walk. Good at bat for him. That brings up Dakota Belinsky. Dakota hit an even 200 last year. Didn't see a whole lot of action. He graduated from Two Rivers High School. He's a pitcher and an outfielder, and tonight he's playing second base.
The stats we have for the Polar Bears are just from their league play, so they only played 12 league games last year, so maybe their non-league stats look a little bit better and stuff, but you only see 10 games played, you think, oh, I wasn't there at all, but hey, you never know.
You can get what you can get on the internet, right? And
exactly.
That's it. Lucas doing his research, as did I. I found out that we were 34-8.
Yeah.
That's pretty much of an accomplishment.
Both adding to the overall broadcast.
The overall experience of listening to A's baseball. Breaking pitch is just up a little bit.
That's the third or fourth time already. Schmitz has been right there on the edge of the zone and hasn't gotten the call. That one probably a little bit high, but it's a call he definitely wants on the mound.
2-2 pitch coming up. Ball is fouled straight back. Good rip at it by Belinsky. Wind seems to be blowing from left to right. If you check out the flag in center field. That pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Brings up the number 3 hitter for the Polar Bears, Caden Helmer.
And it's just a perfect pitch by Schmitz on that outside corner there. You're probably looking at the plate. You're looking for that breaking ball, trying to set you up for something else, and goes to the fastball on the outside corner of the plate, and there's not much you can do there.
We do not have the ABS ball strike system in this league.
That would be interesting to see how good the umps here are in like reality, like not just with your own 2 eyes.
Yeah, right. And, you know, even when you watch some of the major league games, I think I read somewhere they're averaging like 4 challenges a game. And I mean, I've seen some where good play by Nice. Over to second, and a great throw to first by Haas to get the 5-4-3 double play. And that ends the top of the first. After a half inning of play, Two Rivers nothing. Sheboygan coming to bat.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more. Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more. Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Levi Mills warming up with his catcher. That's Caden Helmer. Mills went to Oostburg High School, had a really nice junior year. Didn't pitch a whole lot, but had a 1-0 record and a 1.35 ERA. And let's go. Why don't you go through the defense for the Polar Bears?
Yeah, Coomer is the man around the horn in left field, and then in center field it is Dakota Belinsky, and then another Coomer in right field. It's Gavin Coomer, the one in right, and then around the horn on the infield at third base is Justin Bonin. The shortstop is Caden Stanzel. At second base is AJ Lorigan, and at third is Noah Lukazik. And then behind the plate tonight is Caden Helmer catching for the pitcher, Levi Mills.
Alex Ames, Plymouth native, Plymouth, Wisconsin. He hit .277 last year with Sheboygan. Attends Concordia University right down the road from Sheboygan. He had a nice season last year.
Yeah, definitely led the team in stolen bases with 18. Thing about Levi Mills, I had I had the privilege of playing against him a few times in my high school career. He did hit me once, but I don't think I got a hit off of him
Did
ever.
you get? I was going to say, did you get a hit off him the
I
time
do not
before?
think so. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Ames takes one on the shoulder, and good start for Sheboygan. It's going to bring up Chase Hanselman. Hanselman hit 300 last year with Sheboygan, and he was around a lot of the action, played 46 games.
And early in his
12 doubles, too. He was a double machine last year.
early in his time with the A's, he played a lot more infield, and then last year he really moved to the outfield and really excelled there throughout the entire season.
Right. It's amazing, you know, how you keep playing the game throughout the course of the summer, and the players start to sort themselves out, you know, where they're going to play and where they help the team the most.
And think about this A's team, they're bringing back so much talent from previous year. I mean, I can't remember in my time here where they brought back this many key players.
Line drive out to right, but catch is made by Coomer. Sounded good. Jumped off the bat, but right at the right fielder. Brings up Harry Stelt. Harry in his 15th year with Sheboygan.
Yeah, even though
I was walking in the dugout area prior to the game, and Harry and I walked by, and I said something like, "Hey, good to see you, Harry." And he says, "Yeah, it's really good to see you." And I said, "It's still better for me to see you than you to see me." You know, we're really happy he's back playing. You know, each year when you get to his age and
yeah,
status with his marriage and children and everything, it gets a little harder.
yeah, it's, you know, we were talking about before about his power numbers being down, but this guy, he hit 387 last year
Yeah.
with 48 RBIs. So how much can you really complain about his power not being where it once was? Just the 2 home runs, both in the same game.
Line drive, fair ball, right down the right field line. Cut off right by the warning track. Harry's going to be in standing at second with a double, and Ames scores from first.
Well, that couldn't be a better start to the year for Harry. First at bat RBI double.
Great piece of hitting by Harry Stelt. Harry led the ball club in doubles last year with 14. Brings up Jacob Neese. Jacob had a good rip at that fastball right down the middle, fouled it straight back. Jacob, pretty good power numbers last year, had 7 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs. I know he'd like to see that batting average get up a little higher. He had 252.
But it was under 200 for a large portion of the year for him to get it back up to 252.
Right, yeah,
really.
he struggled. You're absolutely right. It was nice to see him bounce back. And important part of the season near the end with the playoffs and all that happening.
And he missed those playoffs too. He was on vacation, remember?
I thought he played in some of them. Nope,
Not the
not a
Newell
one.
one.
Wow,
Maybe
that's-
Wisconsin State League. Though.
Okay. Pop up behind home plate and on the roof.
But the thing about Jacob that's really special is that even when he was struggling at the plate, he still was drawing walks. And that's really something you can look back towards as a positive thing for the future.
Walked 29 times, struck out 34. That's a pretty good ratio. On base percentage was 392. So you're right, he's getting on base. Swing and a miss at a breaking pitch. 2 outs. Jimmy Jurgensen up. Jimmy has 29 career home runs. He is in 11th place. He trails Al Albert, who has 31 career home runs in his time with Sheboygan. Al living in Arizona for about the last 30 years. Jimmy had a good rip at one. Came up empty.
He had 4 home runs last year. Remember that big grand slam he had against West Dallas that you were on the call for.
I think I called it a 3-run homer.
I don't remember that part.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Jimmy. Nick Tenney waiting on deck. Check swing, bounce foul.
It's been a tight zone early for the home plate umpire. I feel like a lot of close pitch, especially by Schmitz, and then that 1 ball, 2 strike count to Drake.
One memorable member of the team that's not back this year is Coach Ken Nazy.
Yep.
And he's been working with Tim for a number of years, and I know they have a really great working relationship and work together on lineups and things, and he's going to be missed, especially by Tim Moyer.
Definitely.
Jimmy takes that one high and tight, draws the walk.
It's got to be weird for Tim Moyer to not have his right-hand man there, a guy who's been with him for so long, just all of a sudden.
Well, and he said it was really important to have him around to bounce various ideas off of. And Nick Tenney's up. Nick hit 244 last year, did have a home run. And he attends Rip in college. Be nice to get a base hit here. Hit that one off the fist, fouled it straight back. Another ball fouled straight back, makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Today's game just a 7-inning game as well, being the exhibition.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot to mention that. Only a 7-inning game tonight.
Tenney was a solid outfielder last year as well. He made a couple tough catches in. Went into the wall a few times on that left field fence. Made some very difficult plays last year for the A's.
Slow roller. Mills has it. Throw is in time to get the 3rd out, but Sheboygan does come through with a run. After 1 complete inning, it's Sheboygan 1, 2 Rivers 0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Leading off the top of the second for Two Rivers is Levi Mills, their pitcher. Sheboygan has a game tomorrow night. It's at Denmark. Lucas mentioned this game is a 7-inning game. We're not sure about tomorrow night's game. Bouncing ball to a Palmquist. He one-hands it. Throw is over the head. Casper backing up the play. Gets a throw to second base and got him. Great play by Cal Casper. Being in the right place at the right time.
What is that, a 6.324 put out then at
Well,
second
I
base?
was going to give it an E6, but then I think it's a 2.6 put out.
Yeah, tough play there by Palmquist. You don't see him make a lot of errors. We were just talking about him being that
No,
playoff
you
hero.
know, that could be a hit.
Bill gave it an E6, so I guess that's what we're going to go with then.
Okay. Score as it has an E6, so we'll go with that. But it is an out on a heads-up play by Casper. Cal plays played his freshman year of college baseball at Winona State. Slow roller foul down the third base line. Speaking about the 7-inning game tonight, not knowing what it's going to be tomorrow night, but they have 2 doubleheaders this weekend. You mentioned about against the Rippers. All 4 of those games will be 7-inning
We won't
games.
see a 9-inning game for a while then.
Right, yeah. Pop up in foul territory. Harry's got it. 2 quick outs.
And so far, what you want to see, especially in an early season game like this against a non-league opponent, you want to throw strikes. You want to get players out. You don't want to force walks and things like that. And so far, Schmitty has done a really nice job of that.
That was Evander Coomer, who just fouled out. And next up is Gavin Coomer. Gavin playing out in right field. I would assume they don't get along. That's why one is in left and the other's in right. Although they are batting back-to-back in the batting order.
Yeah, it makes it interesting then. They guys look at each other while they're on deck.
Now, do you know, are they brothers?
I do not know.
Okay.
I assume they're related somehow.
Yeah, you'd think so. Jackson Tillman in the house, chasing down that foul ball. Couldn't catch that on your camera, huh, Lucas? Big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. Coomer went to Two Rivers High School. Batting average, he was 1 for 12 last year. It's under 100. Got a piece of that one. Nice calling for it and has it. And the quick second inning for Eric Schmitz. And as we head to the bottom of the second, it'll be Palmquist, Casper, and Haas.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today. Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, Tea Time.
What are you, Having tea with the queen.
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back here at Wildwood Park, getting ready to start the bottom of the second. Sheboygan on top, 1-0. Riley Palmquist is going to lead it off. Riley filled out one of our bio sheets again, and he put it Riley Plant. And
From the plant in the dugout, maybe last year.
No, it's from the time he hit a ball in his face. Planted it right in his face. It was near the end of the season last year. Hit a foul ball, went right up into his face.
Yeah.
So he's calling himself the Plant.
Interesting. He had a really solid year last year, though. He had over 260, had 20 RBIs, 15 walks. Didn't have a home run, though, so maybe 2026 is his year for
pick
his
up
power.
the pace there a little bit. By the way, Riley is starting his 5th year. On his sheet that he filled out, he didn't know if it was his 4th or 5th year. So I told him our first broadcast I'd throw that in there. Riley, you're starting your 5th year as an A. Whew. All right. Oh, no screen.
Nope.
A little too cold for bugs yet. Mills' first pitch is up high. Sheboygan has 64 games scheduled. Some of that is dependent on how far they go in the playoffs, but if they were to max out, it would be 64 games. 8 of those would be exhibitions. And they start the season with 6 exhibitions, with tonight in Denmark, and then the 2 doubleheaders over the weekend. That strike, the count sits at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think pitching-wise with Levi Mills on the mound, I think Two Rivers really wants to get some innings out of him. I mean, they only got 10 guys here, and still, but they don't got too many other options at pitcher and don't want to use too many other options, especially this early in the season.
You know, according to my sheet, Palmquist had 10 doubles and a home run. I know you got 0 up
Did he
there.
have a home run?
Yeah.
Wow.
We better get that
Maybe I
squared
left one
away or
off.
we're going to hear it from Riley.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that. So Riley's got a home run last year, had a home run last year, and 10 doubles.
Did it come in the playoff game 3? Now that I'm thinking, I think it did. I think he hit in game 3.
You know, I've got that folder with all this, with all the, at least the home games. I don't have the away games. If that home run happened on the road, I don't have it. Breaking pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Good pitch by Levi Mills. That brings up Cal Casper. All right, working backwards. Boy, this is a mess. Palmquist hit a 3-run homer in the August 8th final game.
Okay, that's why it says 0 then, because I didn't update it after the last game.
Okay. And that particular night, we gave out $364 in the 50-50.
Wow. Big game.
So it was a big game.
Newbold Championship Day.
Casper rolls one out to second and throws in time. And that brings up George Haas.
First A's at bat.
Yeah, first one. Haas is from Coal Valley, Illinois. Went to Moline High School and attends Marion College.
How unusual for the A's to have a person from Marion.
Didn't we have a kid, was that
I was
Walker? TJ Walker? Wasn't he a coach at Marion?
joking
Huh?
because we have
Gus, no, well, TD Walker? Well, there's been two Walkers, you know, it gets kind of confusing down on this end of the table. TD was he last year that he had to stop playing because he was coaching?
that was
Gus.
That was
Because
Gus.
he was coaching.
Yes.
Like I said, there's a lot of walkers. 2-out walk to Haas, and that's how he starts his A's career. And back to Alex Ames. We're not sure about George's speed out at second base.
He had 4 stolen bases in 7 attempts at Marion this year.
Okay. We do know that Alex is a good base stealer. You mentioned that, his first at bat. He's on the move. Head of the slide, but bounced in and got by the shortstop. So give George a stolen base.
And when talking about Alex Ames, one of the best things you can have in baseball is the ability to get on base, the ability to steal bases. I mean, even 2 years ago when he wasn't hitting as well as he did last year, his on-base percentage was still over 400.
Yeah, because he walks a lot.
That's the perfect
And
guy to hit leadoff.
Yeah, and I was going to say the goal of the game is to score runs, and you get guys like that on base and in scoring position. Hopefully they can come around and score. Speaking of Alex and his run scoring, he did score 28 last year. Let's hope he can get an RBI. Right here. Haas on the high pitch. It's either going to be a wild pitch or a pass ball. I'm not sure which. But Haas is on at third base with 2 outs. Ames at the plate with a 3-1 count. And he gets hit again. That one looked like it hurt a little more.
It's even worse when it's on a 3-ball count and you get hit by a pitch. It's a walk either way.
You know, we mentioned about Alex and his run scoring ability. He did score that A's run in the first. Chase Hanselman up. Chase hit the ball hard his last time, but it was right at Gavin Coomer out and right. And Coomer made the catch. Ames will be on the move. He is. And give Alex a stolen base. Tim Moyer not wasting any time. And someone takes that pitch in the dirt.
It feels like the A's have had so many people on base early in this game. They just have the one hit.
Yeah.
On the Harry double that brought in Alex Ames first.
Hanselman had 29 RBIs last year. That's a good number. I'll tick that pitch right into the mid of the catcher. Liner caught by the second baseman. Good play by Logan, but Hanselman out on a line drive, and that's the end of the second inning. Sheboygan doesn't score after 2 complete. Sheboygan on top, 1-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Credit for the win. Getting ready to stop the, getting ready to start the top of the third. Noah Lukasek is coming up. Noah's playing over at first base. He looks good in that uniform, number 9.
Yeah, it's weird to see him baseball team wearing white on the road.
Right. Well, it's not like these teams got millions of dollars to spend on home and away and
That is true.
special Sunday unis.
City Connects.
A good swing and a miss. Good fastball by Eric Schmitz. Ball fouled off down the right side.
And something that we talked about so much last year is Eric Schmidt's ability to throw strikes. And to get, sometimes it could be to his own detriment, though. When he throws too many strikes around the zone, ends up getting hit around a little bit more than he would. But not walking players can sometimes be the most valuable thing for a pitcher.
Got that right. And the one thing about throwing a lot of strikes is it helps keep the pitch count down,
Yes.
which can be a good thing. And there's a called strike 3. Looked like it might have been a bit outside, but the umpire liked it, and we liked it even better up here. Joshua Bonin, the third baseman, is up next. Justin went to Ron Colley. Good Catholic boy. You're attending Marquette, and you're not a good Catholic boy.
I am not.
Justin's stats last year, he had a good job hitting the ball, hit 292. Drew 6 walks, so he's got a good eye. One ball and 2 strikes is the count. Some of those clouds that were over us at the start of the game have now moved on. Neese with a nice throw across the infield. Makes the play. That brings up A.J. Larigan.
Yeah, there's been a fly ball to the outfield yet off Schmidt. There's been a couple pop-ups, ground balls, and strikeouts. I mean, that's exactly what you want as a pitcher early on in the game, especially start off your season.
So far in the ball game, Schmidt has 1 walk and 2 strikeouts, and has only allowed no hits. Working on a no-no. Catch made at third by the third baseman right in front of the dugout, Jacob Neese. I thought that ball was way out of play, but he hustled over there and made the catch, and that ends the top of the third.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Caden Stanzel is now pitching for the Polar Bears. And the first batter he'll face is Harry Stelt. Harry doubled in the first and drove in Sheboygan's only run. Stanzel starts Harry off with a breaking pitch. Bouncing ball going the other way, right underneath the glove of the second baseman. Give Harry a base hit.
Get him a hit on that one?
Give him a hit.
Bill's
He
got
reached out to
E4.
grab it.
Bill's got E4.
Yeah, I think that was a hit. Never touched it. We're giving him a hit. Jacob Neese is up next.
That's back-to-back at bats that Harry's gone opposite field. Starts.
Yes, yeah, that's a little surprising. But, hey, he's on base twice. High and tight. Drives Neese out of the batter's box.
Stanzel
3-0.
Stanzel threw 1 inning last year in the Shoreland League for Two Rivers, and he threw a scoreless inning for them. So, hoping that he gives up a little more damage this time around.
Not doing a good job of, well, Harry was on the move. It doesn't matter.
What a jump by
Yeah.
Stanzel
Jacob
didn't even
draws
see
a
it.
walk. So Sheboygan has runners on first and second and no one out. And that brings up Jimmy Jurgensen, who walked his first time up.
You think Harry was studying the way he threw?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not even looked over and said, why not take a base here?
Jimmy hits it hard. High bouncer goes over the head of the second baseman. Harry is going to come around and score. And throw goes to third. Jimmy thought about moving on to second, but decided to hold it first. gets a bad hop RBI single.
Yeah, there is not much you can do as a second baseman there. That's a lonely place to be, watching it just go over your head like that. But Jimmy will take it every day of the week. He gets his RBI, first RBI of the season.
Runners on the corner for Nick Tenney. Tenney 0 for 1 in the ball game. Got a little tapper right back to Mills, who was able to make the play to end the first. And that's the third Sheboygan A's batter to get hit by a pitch in this ball game.
Yeah, you get kind of nervous when you go to the plate.
Yeah,
when you
really.
see that kind of lack of control.
I don't know if I'm right in saying this, Lucas, but when I was watching Harry score from second, I'd say he was flying around the bases.
Feeling good in year 15, I guess. This will be the fifth batter that Stanzel's faced, and I don't think he's thrown a strike that wasn't hit in play at this point.
Riley Palmquist is up. Bases are loaded. Riley takes that breaking pitch and fouls it off. Neese is at third. Jimmy's over at second, and Tenney is on first. And Riley stands in there and takes it. Gets an RBI the hard way. Sheboygan scores another run.
Yeah, I mean, that one probably didn't hurt too much, I guess, the silver lining for that. But, you know, that's why I was thinking if you were Two Rivers, you want to get more innings out of Levi Mills.
Exactly, yeah.
And I know it's a non-league game, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but still.
Cal Casper is up. First pitch is up high. Cal wears that number 11.
And you kind of wonder here if the A's put up a big crooked number here in the third, what the top of the fourth inning looks like defensively for the A's.
Yeah, right. Breaking pitch is in. Evens the count at 1-1. Sheboygan on top 3-0. They've scored 2 so far in this frame. Ball's popped up on the infield. Be an infield fly. It is in foul territory, so that negates that, but it is an out. And that brings up George Haas, who walked his first time up.
What a debut this could be for George Haas. The second at bat, he's got the bases loaded.
Bouncing ball up the middle. It's got double play written all over it. But George too fast, not able to get the good turn at second base. So George reaches on a fielder's choice, gets an RBI.
I mean, as long as you bring the run home, you'll take that out. You're trying to run for an out almost every time.
Yeah, right.
Still, you look up at the scoreboard, the A's only have 2 hits. It's been basically all hit batters in this inning.
I know. And they're both, they should have 3 hits. Harry has 2, and Jimmy had that 1. George Haas with another stolen base. Ball over to second baseman. He scoops that one up and makes the throw over to first for the out. Sheboygan sends up 8 batters in the third inning and scored 3 runs after 3 complete. 4-0 A's.
estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Since this is a 7-inning game, we're going to give you our quiz of the game now. This Hall of Fame player manager went to Concordia University and had a 293 career batting average and 38 wins as manager for the A's. We asked this before the game. Bill did not get it. CJ got it right. You, of course, didn't get it right, Lucas, but you weren't. I don't even think you were born when he played. So we'll hopefully remember to give you the answer before the game is over.
That's always the biggest
By
problem.
the way, if we don't give the answer, it's Lucas's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, roller through the right side. Base hit by Stanzel. That's the first hit given up by Eric Schmitz.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there, going opposite field, finding the open gap in between the 4 and 3 hole. Great piece of hitting there by Caden Stanzel. Getting back for what the A's did to him on the mound last inning.
Dakota Belinsky up next. Dakota was called out on strikes his first at bat back in the first. Down 4-0. You wouldn't think Two Rivers would be trying to steal too many bases. Soft liner taken by Riley, steps on the bag and fires the first in time. Second double play by Sheboygan.
And that is just a perfectly high IQ play by Riley Palm, because if he goes and grabs that on a line drive, he probably doesn't get a double play. He'll probably have Stanzel back at first base, but letting it drop there gives him the ability to turn the double play.
Good job by Riley, as Lucas mentioned. Caden Helmer, the catcher, is up. I worked with a guidance counselor over at Lincoln Erdman Elementary School, and I can't remember the fellow's first name, but his last name was Helmer, and he was from Oostburg. I wonder if there's any relationship there. Another nice play by Palmquist, and that ends the 4th inning for Two Rivers. After 3.5, Sheboygan on top, 4-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Evander Coomer now pitching for the Polar Bears. We had mentioned the two Comer boys. Evander was out in left field to see if we have any pitching stats on him. We do. He had an ERA last year of 9.60, walked 31 batters and struck out 31 in only 30 innings.
Yeah, but they only played those 12 games, so 30 innings, he probably pitched a decent amount of those
Right,
games.
right.
Yeah, I mean, 31 walks, 31 strikeouts, you never want to be level with those two stats as a pitcher.
No, you'd like to have at least 2 to 3 times as many strikeouts as walks.
And
I think a good number for like average 9 innings is maybe 3 walks or less. So, yeah, it's extremely high.
And he's got his work cut out for him. He's got to see Chase Hanselman, Harry Stell, and Jacob Neese.
Ooh. First batter that Coomer is going to face will be the number 2 hitter, Chase Hanselman. Chase playing in right field tonight. He's hit the ball twice but has nothing to show for it, and having a tough night. You get those little balls that dribble in front of home plate and you got a base hit, and he skulls 2 of them and has nothing to show for it. That's baseball.
It's tough when you look up the score and see yourself, you're 0 for 2 with those 2 lineouts.
All right, I think it's time to give our trivia
Quite remembered
answer. The question was, this Hall of Fame player manager went to Concordia University, had a .293 career batting average, and 38 wins as a manager. His name was Mike Johnson, better known as MJ. We only have 3 more questions left on last year's quiz. We want to finish that out. Sunday hop for the shortstop who makes the play across for the out.
That's a pretty hard hit ball again from Chase Hanselman, but another time where he heads right back to the dugout. He's over 3, not 3 hard hit balls.
Tough break for him. Harry's up. We have a disparity with the scoreboard. I've got Harry with 2 hits. Bill's got him with a hit and then reaching on an error. And we're firmly entrenched in our feeling about hits and errors on that play anyway. But Harry's up. Harry scored a run his last time. Streaking around the bases, scoring from second. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 A's batters have reached base over the course of the 3+ innings. I included a fielder's choice in there, but even so, it's a lot of base runners.
They had 4 of them coming on the hit by pitch.
Right. Ames being hit twice. So, Lucas, what do you think? Does it hurt more to get hit by a pitch on a cold night or on a warm night?
You'd have to think cold, right? I would say cold.
I would think so.
Have you been hit in both situations?
They usually didn't walk me. They threw real slow pitches over the heart of the plate, and then they'd get an out. Brings up Jacob Neese. Jacob 0 for 1. He walked and scored in that 3-run third. There's a line drive out into deep right center field. That goes all the way to the fence. Harry is being held at third, and Jacob pulls in second with a double. That ball was scalded. Found the gap between the outfielders.
A great piece hidden there by Jacob. But the A's really have had the opposite field approach so far tonight. A lot of guys going the opposite field. Even Chase Hanselman's 2 lineouts are both to the right side of the field. So it's worked for him so far.
Yes, it's a good approach. Jimmy Jurgensen is up. Jimmy had an RBI single in the third and walked in the first. Having a good night. Jimmy is with a line drive right up the middle, and that's through. Harry's in. Tim Moyer holding Jacob at third. Good piece of hitting by Jimmy, taking that ball right up the middle.
Yeah, the A's are now 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and Jimmy Jurgensen is 2 for 2.
Runners on first and third. Nick Tenney is up. Tenney hit that little tapper back to the mound in the first, and then was hit by a pitch in the third. Nick not wasting any time, fouls that pitch off down the right field side. Riley Palmquist waiting on deck. Sheboygan up 5-0. Ball right up the middle. At the out at second, but very, very, very slow turn at second base allows Tenney to reach on a fielder's choice, and he gets credited with an RBI.
You'd have to think Lorigan did think he'd have a shot at Tenney after the slow flip, and then he turned around and looked like he would have easily got him if he put a little bit more effort in, try to turn that double play.
Riley's up. Two runs in the inning so far. First pitch is down low.
Yeah, Riley got an RBI his last time up by just standing there and taking a hit by pitch.
That's right. Ball gets past the catcher. That allows the base runner Tenney to advance on the pass ball. Good speed at second base, and Nick Tenney, and there are 2 outs. So he'll be running like the wind on a base hit. Sheboygan will be at Denmark tomorrow night, and then they're at home on Saturday and Sunday. 2 doubleheaders against the Chicago Rippers. That'll be a little tougher competition than tonight, Lucas.
Yeah, it's been tough. You know, it's always tough when you bring 10 players to a game, especially against a team like Sheboygan who's got such a multitude of players at any time that they want it. And it's kind of coming back to bite him. You know, the first 2 innings was a little cleaner. It's just the 1 run they've given up. And then ever since Levi Mills has come out of this game, it's been a bit different of a story.
Cal Casper up. First pitch by Coomer is in for a strike. We're in the bottom of the 4th. This is a 7-inning game. Pitch is up high. Throw down is not in time.
I we knew coming into this inning that walks was going to be an issue for Coomer, something he struggled with. We talked about when he came in the game. He's already got 2 walks in this inning, and he's also given up 2 base hits.
Palmquist did not steal on Tenney's steal of third. It's a fly ball out to right, and the catch is made to end the inning. After 4 complete, Sheboygan on top, 6-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then our dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Eric Schmidt still on the mound for Sheboygan. I thought he was only going to go 4. Lucas, why is he pitching here in the 5th inning?
Well, he's only faced the minimum so far, and he hasn't thrown a lot of pitches while doing so. He's gotten the 2 double plays, which have helped for the 2 base runners that he's given up.
I got a quiz for you. What's a pitcher's best friend? Sheboygan has 2 of them.
A pitcher's best friend.
Yeah.
A double play.
There you go. And that's obviously it's really helping
Yes.
Schmitty out on the pitch count.
And that's what, I was talking about before, just throwing strikes as a pitcher can be so valuable, but it can also be to your own detriment. And that's why we saw his ERA a little bit higher. If your stuff isn't really playing like you'd want it to, that's where you can get hit around sometimes.
Ball is hit hard, backhanded by Neese. He's got a cannon of an arm, and he showed it off right there. Levi Mills grounding out 5-3.
And Levi Mills is not a slow runner either. That was just an absolutely amazing play by Jacob Neese, especially bobbling it early and still having the arm strength to get it over there to Harry still in time. Another quick at bat for Schmitz there.
First pitch swinging is Evander Coomer, and making the catch was Hanselman out and right. I think that's 3 pitches in the inning.
2 outs.
So far, and 2 outs. Gavin Coomer. Gavin popped up to third. His first at bat that happened in the 2nd inning. Two Rivers is no runs, 1 hit, and they've got him for an error up there. I don't have him for the error, but they haven't done much on offense, that's for sure.
Yeah, it kind of was the issue for them last year. I mean, 35 runs in 12 games, and we don't even know about their non-league games, how those look. But
and a quick 1-2-3 pitches to Coomer, and it's a strikeout. And that's it for Two Rivers in the 5th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
A.J. Lorigan on the mound now for the Polar Bears. A.J. started the ball game at shortstop. Levi Mills went first for Two Rivers, went 2 innings, and then it was Caden Stanza, and then Evander Coomer, and now Lorigan. Lucas Lemons, one of the new kids, is coming up to bat, making his first Sheboygan A's appearance from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He attends Marian University. Hit that ball up into short left field. And coming in and making the play nicely was Evander Coomer. We're assuming he went back out to play left. Made a nice running catch. Alex Ames is up. Okay. Ames 0 for 1, hit by a pitch twice, also scored a run. Sheboygan on top 6-0. It's been all Sheboygan. They've scored in the first, third, and fourth. Looking to add some more runs in the fifth. Nice play by the third baseman. Throw across is in time. And Ames is out on a 5-3 putout.
And Lorigan's definitely not a hard thrower. He's kind of just getting over the plate, and that's pretty much all you can ask for if you're a Two Rivers player. Just get over the plate, try to get some outs in the field.
Sawyer Schultes is up. Sawyer making his first Sheboygan A's appearance. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Pardon me, he's from Fond du Lac, but I believe he was telling me he attended west of, what's the famous golf course?
Westland Straits?
West of Fond du Lac.
I do not know.
Laconia. Went to Laconia High School. Mentioned he attends Marian. Marian has an excellent baseball program.
I always see a lot of those guys from Marian come over here to the A's for the summer.
Yeah, like those guys. 1-1 is the count. We have 2 outs. Pop up into foul territory, and catch is made by the first baseman. And that's it for Sheboygan. We're through 5 complete. It's been all A's.
tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Nolan Sand now pitching for Sheboygan. Schmitty went 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 1, struck out 3. Very nice outing. Sand played with Sheboygan last year. So he's one of those polar bears that got away, Lucas. Nolan is from Two Rivers. Nolan pitched in 4 games last year, went 10 1/3 innings. Had a 2-0 record. And he starts Noah Lukasek with a couple of strikes. Last one being a breaking pitch. So we're in the 6th inning, and Noah's finally getting his 2nd at bat of the ball game.
Yeah, it's been rough going for the Polar Bears offense through 5 innings.
There's a swing and a miss. Good fastball by Nolan. You know, Sheboygan was sending runners on base left and right, and Two Rivers is not.
Yeah. And we were just talking about it in the break that was the first inning. The A's went down 1-2-3. First inning they didn't have an at bat with runners in scoring position.
Right.
And you look over at Two Rivers, and they're still facing the minimum. Sheboygan A's pitching has faced the minimum amount of Two Rivers batters at this point. Helped by the 2 double plays, the Eric Schmitz.
Pitch is hit up in the air by home plate. Casper had trouble with the lights.
Wytek back there.
Pardon me, Ty Wytek now catching. Those aren't easy plays, I'll say that.
Especially with the lights. You know, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Night sky.
Wytek taking over for Cal Casper. Wytek, a big guy.
Second chance for him.
There you go. Got a little beat on it and makes a catch right up by the screen. Good comeback by Ty.
Now it's probably a more difficult catch right up against the net. He doesn't know if he's going to have a chance at it or not. Makes a nice
I think
catch.
the key was he got a beat on it right away, so all you're doing is running after it. Where on the first one, he's trying to find it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it almost hit him in the head.
And it's tough as a catcher. You got to flip the mask off and find it in the air in a short amount of time.
The pitcher is up, A.J. Lorigan. AJ fouled out to Jacob
Bill.
Neese his last time up. That was that catch that Jacob made right in front of the dugout. Had to run a long way to get to it, and he did, and he made the catch. There's 2 outs, 1-1 is the count. And not a good swing there.
Yeah, if you're Sand, I mean, you throw anything in the zone at this. Don't give him a chance since that bat. Force him,
Nolan's
challenge him.
been looking at his fastball pretty heavily and see if he comes with it here, and he does, but it's outside.
Got a challenge guy like Lorgan in this situation. Do not want to give up a free pass to him, especially up 6 runs.
Oh.
Or that.
Two Rivers plays at Walsh Ballpark on Howie Tim Field. Howie Tim was a longtime manager for, he was Two Rivers Denny Moyer, and they recognized him by naming the playing field after him. Howie was a great guy. Got to know him a little bit when I was playing with Howard's Grove. A lot of history in Two Rivers with their baseball program. Another guy that comes to mind is was actually a high school coach. I think he did some umpiring, but Lee Nabel.
Yeah, I think that's special about Tour. They just brought this program back in last year, 2025.
Yeah, it's a good thing they do that too, because with the history that they have, they should have a baseball team.
Yeah, it said it dates back to the early 1900s when it comes to Two Rivers baseball. So having it back in
that
the
might have
city.
been before Howie Tim. Breaking pitch is inside. The count stands at 2-1 strike.
And Sand, the first 2 batters, a really good command. That breaking ball is looking great, and then all of a sudden the Lorgan, he kind of lost it toward the end of that bat.
Check swing. Appeal. No swing, says Steve Walsh.
And since that Lorgan hit by pitch, he really hasn't found it in this at bat against Stansel.
There's a hard ground ball to short. Easy play to second, and that ends the Two Rivers 6th inning. After 5.5, it's been all Sheboygan all night, 6-0.
Estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
And the answer was Nolan Ryan. Should we tell him the question?
Probably.
Who threw the most no-hitters in Major League Baseball history? Leading off the bottom of the 6th for Sheboygan will be Harry.
Think about Nolan Ryan. As great of a pitcher as he was, he never won a Cy Young.
Who didn't?
Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young award.
Wow.
As great a pitcher as he
We
was.
were talking about him and how fast his fastball was. And the technology they have now for measuring fastballs is better, and it's different. But if you use the same technology, Mizorowski would throw about 6 to 7 miles an hour faster. Miz throws around 100 or so.
Yeah, I
Nolan
feel like
Ryan
I think
throws
it's-
in the low 90s.
I thought would be make Nolan Ryan faster. That's what I thought.
It did make him faster, but if you add Mizorowski in there, it would make him faster too.
Yeah.
Or if you measure him with gun, But anyway, Harry's up.
Surprised to see Harry in the game in this situation. Up 6 runs in a non-league game. Yeah.
Sunday hop for the shortstop. His throw is in time. First baseman comes back to tag the base, but it's a 6-3 putout. Harry retired for the first time tonight. That brings up Jacob Neese. Jacob is 1 for 2. Scored a couple of runs.
He had that big double and
yeah.
right center field gap. First time since Mills we've seen a pitcher on the Polar Bears go multiple innings.
There's a drive to deep left field. That one's back there. But coming in and making the catch was Evander Coomer. Sounded great off the bat, but it died out in left field. And if you look at the flag, it's no longer blowing from left to right.
Yeah, maybe
Winds
in this
have calmed down considerably.
Maybe in the summer that one travels a little bit further out than it gets out, but travels a little bit further.
Yeah, I would have blown it in even more. It might have dropped in for a hit. Jimmy up for the 4th time. He's got a couple of hits, couple RBIs. He scored a run.
Yeah, the A's are 2 for 10 with runner in scoring position today, and Jimmy is 2 for 2. So he's got both of the A's hits in scoring position.
You don't get a real good read on your hitters facing this kind of pitching, though.
That's true. 100% true.
Jimmy fouled that one back and out of play.
The thing about baseball, you never give up in that bat, no matter what situation.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You're right.
And right now, Jimmy's hitting 1,000.
Called strike 3. And that ends the Sheboygan 6th inning. And coming up in the 7th inning, their last chance will be the Two Rivers Polar Bears, and they trail it by 6.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Colson Matter now pitching for Sheboygan. Colson is a new kid. We got a sheet on him somewhere. If we locate it, we'll give you a little more information on Colson. According to our scorebook or program, Colson is from Belgium, Wisconsin, goes to Lewis University, which is in Illinois. I remember talking to Colson the other night.
Trimmer out. It's been a quick moving game so far, Marty. See if
Yeah, I think
Olsen-
you're safe to say something now, Lucas.
You'd hope so, right?
Yeah.
Just one over the minimum for Two Rivers today on the hit by pitch. Put the A's over the minimum.
Good scoop by Wytek behind home plate. Colson went to Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Here's interesting information about Colson. He's studying to be an air traffic controller and airport management.
That is not an easy job.
No. His favorite teams, he's got 2 out of 3 right. Brewers and Bucks. Where do the Saints come in?
He's a big Drew Brees guy back in his prime.
Favorite players, Jackson Cheerio. Clayton Kershaw is retired now, but that's a good choice. You gotta love a guy that loves bacon.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Check swing, but he didn't check it. It's a strikeout. So Matter starts his Sheboygan A's career with a strikeout.
Not a lot of strikeouts either way. The A's batters have only struck out 3 times, and that was just the 5th strikeout for A's pitching. So a lot of balls in play tonight on both sides.
It's been a quick ball game, you're right there. Nolan Sand went 1 inning, gave up no hits or runs, no walks. He did hit a batter and had 1 strikeout. So nice outing for Nolan.
You know, if you're Colson Matter, just want to throw strikes in this situation, obviously easier said than done. Challenge these hitters, try to get the final couple outs, so you get a base hit, and it's just kind of what it is.
CJ, is that doubleheader starting at 3 o'clock Saturday? Did we figure that out? All right, we're going to go with 3 o'clock then. Saturday's doubleheader against the Rippers will start at 3 o'clock. Those will be 7-inning games. And then Sunday's doubleheader against the Rippers will start at 1 o'clock. And if you come here and there's nobody at the park, 2:45, come back at 4:45. Helmer draws a walk. I think it was Val Helmer was the guidance counselor I was telling you about. Val, yeah. Good guy.
Maybe it's relations somehow. You kind of brought that up earlier.
Yeah. Levi Mills, the starting pitcher for Two Rivers, is up. He's 0 for 2. Slow roller, and it's going to roll foul. Good job by Jacob. Let that ball go.
I feel like he knew even if he would have tried to field that one, there's no chance he was getting Levi at first. So kind of just hope and pray that that was going to go foul.
Levi looks like a pretty fast runner. Lucas has some slides up on his laptop, and he's got, we never took Nolan Stan's stats off, but he looks pretty good looking guy in his PBR pitch, bat, and run t-shirt with his Marion hat on. Matter comes set and delivers. Ball is hit deep to left. Racing back is the left fielder, and he's going to watch that one go out of here. A 2-run homer for Levi Mills. And I think, Lucas, you had mentioned early in the game this kid's a good ball player.
Yeah, I didn't see him on the roster from last year, and when I saw his name on the starting lineup, I'm like, yeah, I recognize that name, and he did some damage to me in high school and my team. So not surprising to see what he's doing so far tonight, and he had a great outing on the mound for what this team has got to offer, and then obviously hitting home runs always good no matter what the score is.
Yeah, really. Hit it to deep left field and puts Two Rivers on the board. Now the score sits at 6-2 Sheboygan. Vander Coomer's up. Pitch is called a ball, 2-0. Matter gets that one in for a strike. Colson's favorite years with the A's, his first year, obviously, he's a pitcher, but he's got down under current positions, catcher and pitcher.
It's not something you see too often. Yeah, the pitches and catches.
Not after Little League, no.
Not at this level, I was going to say next.
He's only, on the A's program, he's only listed with the pitchers. There's a line drive into left center field. Cutting it off is Tenney, bobbling it out there, and runner comes in and slides into second with a double. Or a single and an error.
And you know, the Polar Bears only had one hit coming into this inning. They've got two now. And Tim Moyer's going to have a quick chat with Colson Matter. Get to find a couple outs of this game. Shouldn't have said anything, I guess.
It was a good pace till you said something,
I know,
Lucas.
right? You told me I was safe to say something, so
I thought
I
you
might as well
were.
say it.
Gavin Coomer's up next. You want to follow his brother with a base hit, otherwise there's going to be some hard feelings at the Coomer home. Little Jackson Brown on the music machine here at the ballpark. Matter's first pitch is high and tight for a ball.
Feels like right now with Matter, especially when it comes to the Polar Bears hitting, they're not seeing a lot of strikes, and when they do, they're attacking them. And they've made good work of them so far this inning.
Well, the one thing we've seen from Tim over the years is he does get a lot of people in the game, and he's done that tonight. Although we were a little surprised to see Harry play the entire game along with Jacob and Jimmy, but hey, those are three of your studs. You don't want to pull everybody out. And a swing and a miss. Good job by Witek to run the runner back before throwing. Gavin Coomer's out on strikes. There are two outs. Noah Lukasek up. And Noah's had a night to forget. He was called out in the third and was out swinging in the sixth. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Third different pitcher he's going to see, too.
Yeah.
He saw both Schmitz and Stan. Now he gets to see.
The one thing, to Noah's credit, he has done a real nice job at first base tonight. Two and 0 is the count. It's been a good start to the season for Sheboygan. We talked about all the success Sheboygan had last season, and with having most of that core group back, you know, we hope for the same thing this year.
Yeah, Tim Moyer had mentioned before the season that, you know, they took care of business in Nuba, but this year they want more. They want the Wisconsin State League Championship as well. And what a big thing that would be for Sheboygan to get that done in that league.
Right.
Especially with Lombard at the top of that league most years, as well as Green Bay being a very difficult opponent.
That swing and a miss makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, man on second. And a swing and a miss. Matter working out of it. Actually struck out the side. And that's the ball game for opening night. Sheboygan 6, Two Rivers 2. Lucas, what did you see tonight?
Well, up until the 7th inning, it was absolutely amazing defensively. And even though Matter still struck out the side, so you got to give him credit for that. And he faced tough hitter in Levi Mills. But overall, really good performance. You couldn't ask for much more to start off the season. Win by 4 runs. Just the 4 hits, though, but still the A's getting people on base, whether it be walks or hit by pitches, and still getting those big hits when it matters with Jimmy Jurgensen with the 2 RBI hits. So this team's in a good spot right now. And again, they're still missing some of their big pieces. Braden Horn, Hadley, and Lash are all not with the team right now. So this team's only can go up from here.
All right, you mentioned Sheboygan a winner. The winning pitcher was Eric Schmitz. Losing pitcher Levi Mills. No saves in tonight's ball game. Game time was 1 hour and 35 minutes. Good pace of play, Lucas, even though a little bit of trouble there in the top of the 7th. That'll do it for our broadcast. Again, Sheboygan a winner 6-2. We'll see you on Saturday afternoon when they take on the Chicago Rippers. Game time 3 o'clock. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.